Did someone say 10-time Olympic medalist? That's right, Allison Schmitt, the American swimmer who's gone to 4 different Olympic Games, has won 10 medals, 4 of which are gold. She is just amazing. Now, after having an amazing career in swimming, she's decided to turn her focus onto teaching in school. So keep watching to find out more about her life and what's in store for her in the future. Firstly, how she turned her focus towards teaching. Olympic winner Allison Schmitt, who's won a total of 10 medals, knew she wanted to become a teacher. This comes after retiring from competitive swimming during college. Maybe she'll have a class of 20 to 30 children in kindergarten, first grade, or second grade. Schmitt underwent left hip surgery in September. The 32-year-old's final competition was at her 4th Olympics in Tokyo. In December, she'll have surgery on her right hip, and although she hasn't formally retired, she has no plans to compete soon. Instead, she'll graduate from Arizona State with a master's in social work in the spring. Schmitt had no idea that she would end up teaching this way, utilizing the platform she'd gained from all those laps in the pool to share her experience with mental illness in the hopes of assisting others. She participated on a panel at an event sponsored by True Sport, the U.S. Anti-Doping Agency's youth sports outreach program called Mental Wellness and the Student Athlete. Now let's take a look at her speaking up about mental health. Schmitt started discussing her issues, particularly her depression, in 2011, 11 years ago, after the suicide of her cousin April Boccian, who was 17 years old. In May 2015, she was inspired to speak out in public. Basketball prospect Boccian was someone Schmitt connected with. She told the press how she knew April's story wasn't over, even though she isn't among us anymore, to tell her own story. The American swimmer claims that she'll carry April's story and use her experiences to share her story so that people know that they're not alone. At the funeral, Schmitt texted her agent to say that she wanted to get involved in the world of mental health. She publicized her experiences through the media in the run-up to the 2016 Rio Olympics. She claimed that she avoided any public speaking classes in school because she had major anxiety. She'd get sweaty palms and everything, but said that she's comfortable speaking up about mental health because of the passion she has for it. And sharing her story comes easy for her, and she finds joy in it. Up next, what does the future hold for the Olympian? Schmitt made a joke about it being the question of the century right now if she swims competitively once more. She defeated Katie Ledecky's greatest efforts over the past 10 years to win the Olympic 200-meter freestyle in thrilling fashion in 2012, setting an American record time that currently still stands. She recovered from failing to qualify for the World Championships in 2013 and 2015 to win 2 medals in the Olympic relay in 2016. She returned from a 2-year quasi-retirement in 2018 and was then selected for the Tokyo Olympic team and went on to win 2 more relay medals. "I don't have plans on competing, but right now I'm finishing school," she said. "I'm passionate about that." Schmitt says that she still wants to be a teacher, but feels like her perception of teaching has changed. She now says that yes, she can go in a classroom of 25 students and impact their lives, but she feels like her true calling as a teacher is more in the mental health field. With that being said, let's move on to why Allison Schmitt retired from swimming competitively and why a few years later she reversed the decision. Coming up next, why did Schmitt retire? In the months leading up to the Olympics in Rio, she went through many ups and downs. Schmitt enrolled at Arizona State University after the Olympic Games in Rio to earn a master's degree in social work and begin a career as a counselor. As a result, she gave up swimming in 2016. In 2019, Allison Schmitt discussed her choice with the Detroit News. She said that she thought she was done after the 2016 Olympics and that it was just time to move on. But Allison Schmitt began participating in training sessions with veteran coach Bob Bowman 2 years after she announced her retirement. Bowman expected that she may continue her career. Allison Schmitt was still undergoing sporadic drug testing because she hadn't yet completed the retirement paperwork with USA Swimming and the U.S. Anti-Doping Agency. She took a much-needed break, went on vacation with her pals, and loved the lack of strict requirements. For her, it was refreshing. Now, let's move on to why Schmitt reversed her decision. It took her a while to realize that she wanted to resume her professional swimming career, and a lengthy conversation with her friend Michael Phelps and his wife Nicole helped. Bowman anticipated the conversation, but he was waiting for Schmitt to start it. She explained how she handled the situation with the seasoned coach by saying that she wants to swim again, but if he thought it was an outlandish idea, she'd leave, after they both can pretend that it never happened. Still, Bowman agreed with her. He actually believed that she had made the right choice. He felt like her mind was already made up and that he felt like it was a good idea. In the 4x100 meter freestyle relay at the 2020 Tokyo Olympics, Allison Schmitt led her relay team to a bronze medal after her extensive training. Next, Schmitt talks about her depression. With 5 gold medals from the 2012 London Olympics, Allison Schmitt had a high point in her life, but what followed was everything but joyful. Depression began to set set in. She was agitated and grouchy at trivial inconveniences. She started snoozing more and more. The situation deteriorated to the point where she was unmotivated to even enter the pool. Allison Schmitt feared she had reached her breaking point in January of 2015. She experienced great loneliness and rage. Even though her coach and friends tried to help, she only felt able to keep going after witnessing Michael Phelps battle his own mental health issues, and she resolved to seek help after taking his advice. Moving on to Schmidt's endorsement of seeking professional help. According to CNN, she talked about the transition. She said that she started to accept the fact that she needed and wanted to get help, and says that's okay to feel that way. She continued to be secretive with her family about her psychiatric issues, though. She felt embarrassed about going to a psychologist, but after her cousin tragically ended her life, that gave her the courage to speak out. Schmitt states that as an athlete, they're taught to push through any and everything and use that mentality in sports, but real life is a much bigger game than any sport. You'll need a whole army of help and any support that you can get. Allison Schmitt wants to encourage more people to understand the seriousness of depression and the value of getting help. Lastly, let's look at the beginning of her career. Well, Schmitt had a pretty normal childhood. She was raised in Canton, Michigan, together with her parents and 4 siblings after being born in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. When Allison had a large list of other sports on her resume, swimming was initially buried, but she persisted and joined Ann Arbor Swim Club at age 11. Then in 2006, Ann Arbor Swim Club changed its name to Club Wolverine, and the aspiring swimmer started working out with Michael Phelps and his trainer Bowman. Schmitt attended Canton High School, but it wasn't until a 2007 junior national competition that her actual talent became super apparent. Schmitt relocated to Baltimore, Maryland with Bowman and Phelps after graduating in 2008 and trained at North Baltimore Aquatic Club. Schmitt began her illustrious collegiate swimming career at the University of Georgia in the fall of 2008 after enrolling there. She trained there under head coach Jack Bowerly, who had previously led the women's Olympic swimming team. In the summer, she trained with Phelps under Bowman while also studying psychology. Schmitt has now won the 200-meter and 500-meter freestyle events consecutively in 2010, 2011, and 2013. This makes her a 6-time NCAA individual champion. She returned to UGA for her final season in 2012-2013 after taking a year off to prepare for the 2012 London Olympic Games. But her outstanding career continued as she went on to the national championships in 2014. Allison won the B finals of the 100 and 200-meter freestyles, and even though she didn't qualify for the Pan Pac squad that summer, this did help her qualify for the Pan Am team in 2015. Schmitt had a strong comeback in 2015, winning a gold medal and setting a Pan American Games record in the 200-meter freestyle in Toronto. The American earned herself 3 relay medals and finished off the games with 4 overall medals, including 3 golds. Now that's impressive. That's all for this video, folks. Tell us what you think about Schmitt's ambition to teach in the comments down below. And remember, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more exciting content like this in the future. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.